All right, BradCooney.com. I'd like to welcome onto the show pop recording artist Hither. Hither, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we are honored to have you on board, and first and foremost, congratulations on your song, Stand Up with Pride.
Thank you.
How's it going so far? Tell us about it.
Well, the song is about standing up with pride, putting your one-true passion before everything else and giving it your all.
And what was it that exactly triggered you to write this song?
Well, life in general. I've seen so many examples of everyone hustling to get through everything, but I believe if you put your one-true passion forward, then you're going to be truly happy.
That's great. Now, let me ask you this, because when I listen to the song and I watch the video, it's an inspiring song. It's a really nice feel-good song, too. And I can see where it would make somebody who might be feeling down a little bit, make them feel better. So do you see that as an uplifting kind of, almost like an antidepressant type song, make somebody feel better?
Yeah, kind of.
That's great. What about bullies in school? Because when I was your age in school, we had bullies. I think bullies are everywhere, unfortunately. So do you think that this song could help somebody who's maybe getting picked on in school as well?
Yeah, totally. I mean, people can view the song in different ways, and they can use it to have however they want. To make them feel better, or to give them a better reason to keep going.
Yeah, I agree. So one thing I noticed about your video is it starts off, it changes colors. It goes from color to black and white. So I really was intrigued by the production. Can you tell me more about the production of the video?
Well, yeah, it actually goes from black to white. That's actually represents the fact that positivity is coming in. So that's when the moment it switches, that's when I find what I want to do and what I'm happy with. And when everything else becomes colorful, I'm kind of spreading it. So that was kind of the main point behind the color.
I think it's a great idea because it adds to the video. The song's great, the video's great, and for me, when I watch a video, it's important for me to kind of go with the flow. The video has to have a flow, and it has to have a meaning and a direction, and I think that little black and white to color just added even more to it.
Yeah, that was kind of the main point, because when we were storyboarding for the song, it was okay, we'll do this and that, but the color has to stay.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's good. It's a great idea. So the lyrics in the song, did you write all the lyrics, and did you write the music part of it also?
Yeah, I wrote it all.
So tell me about your talent with writing music, because not anybody can do that. I mean, I believe a born talent, and you can polish the craft as you go along, but I think you have to be born that talent. So talk to me a little bit about your songwriting talent.
Well, I first find an idea of what I want to write about. I normally get inspired by everyday life, so I can write a song that people can connect with, right?
Yeah.
So for the music, I know how to read music because that's key, and I know how to play the piano and violin. Those are also key. So
nice.
I kind of tell my vocal coach what notes I want, what instrument I want, because I can't play them all, but I can write the music for them.
So did you teach yourself how to play these instruments, or did you take lessons?
Yeah, I take lessons. But I think it's really important because I've learned so much from this. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Well, I think it's great. I play guitar myself for many years. And so whenever I see someone who sings, that's great. Mm-hmm. That's great. I love that. But then when I see somebody who sings and also plays instruments and writes music, that's really, really impressive to me.
Thank you.
All right. So what kind of efforts are you taking to get your song, to get maybe some radio spins, things like that?
Well, yeah, I'm just going with the flow. I'm doing whatever it takes right now, and also, I'm ready to go where this thing leads me, right? Yeah,
of course. That's what the goal is. So using social media, I'm guessing that's one way. I mean, you have your YouTube video. And,
so social media is very important because now electronics and internet is like a big part of this
It's gigantic. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah. So, I have my own website, and so I feel like that's really important too, because you need to have a place where everyone can find you.
Absolutely. So Justin Bieber was discovered on YouTube.
Yeah, a lot of singers and artists were just discovered on YouTube, as I said, because it's so important.
It's very big. Usher was the one that found Justin Bieber, and Justin Bieber, as you know, is a massive global star now, so you never know.
Yeah.
You know?
YouTube can take people everywhere.
It really can. It's an amazing tool. So you were just, did I do my research right? You were 4 years old when you started singing?
Yeah, I actually started with Indian classical music because it set me a great foundation to build my future singing years on.
So you sing classical music too?
Yes.
You are one talented young lady.
Thank you.
That's really diverse. I love that. I mean, because, you know, a lot of kids your age, they'll pick one kind of genre, and that's what they'll run with, but you are so diversified. It's great.
Yeah, actually, Indian classical music has taught me so much about myself and music, my heritage, and that is really important to me, that topic in general, but also, like, singing, because it taught me how to focus on what I want to do and help me, like, learn voice techniques to sing and stuff, so, yeah, it was really helpful.
So are you Native American, or are you from India?
I'm from, I was born in America, but my heritage is from India.
Oh, that's great. I have a lot of friends from India. That's awesome.
Cool.
Did you know that India successfully launched a spacecraft to Mars that is orbiting around Mars right now?
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, it's very impressive. Very impressive.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Yep, that's great. It's great to have another country join the Mars family.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm guessing, do you take music in school, in your schools or music classes?
Yeah, choir. I feel I'm in the choir. But in my school, I go to local school, right? So there are not many musical opportunities there, so I do take after-school classes.
Now,
to help me more.
Is music something you might think about pursuing in college, going for a music degree of sorts?
Yeah, definitely. I would love to do that because I believe music is my passion, and I feel if I continue my passion, I will be really, really happy.
Absolutely. And it's really cool that you've discovered this early in life. A lot of people, sometimes they're in their upper 20s, 30s, sometimes even in their mid-30s.
It takes a long time to figure out what you want to do.
Exactly, and you just jumped on this thing early. It's going to bode well for you going forward.
Yeah, but at one time of my life, there was a point where I had a lot of classes, I did a lot of sports, a lot of art, and like different things. But I realized that one time I looked at my schedule, and I realized most of my classes were musically based. So I'm like, is there a reason behind this?
Something was talking to you. Somebody was telling you something.
Yeah.
That's great. So let's talk about some of your musical influences. Who are some people you look up to in music?
I look up to Demi Lovato, number one. Yeah. I also look up to Adele, Alicia Cara, Taylor Swift.
Those are good names. Those are all good. They're very, very class acts, too. All those people.
Yeah, they have, they're headstrong in the game, so I am inspired by them.
I also like the fact that you mentioned the two names that you mentioned that really grabbed me is Adele and Taylor Swift. Both because of what they do for charities, and Adele is such a real person. She's so genuine. I really, really, really love how just genuine she is.
Yeah, she pours her heart into her music, and she also uses all her emotions to bring something unique into the song. And they're super generous, and they donate a lot, and they post, and they're really nice in general. And so that's what I appreciate, because a lot of times artists, they let the success go to their head, and they kind of lose focus on what they really want to do. And instead of going for their passion, they go for money and success to become famous. But that's all just a byproduct of doing what you want.
Are you sure you're only 14?
I'm 13.
Well, 13. Are you sure? You ain't telling me no fib, are you?
No.
All right, now I'm going to check on this because you're talking like somebody who's 25 or 30 already.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you have some really good people that you look up to. I mean, those names are great. I love all them musicians. And you mentioned something that got my attention about movements, because that's important too. That was, your videos on stage. That is part of it.
Movements are super important because it brings a new idea into the world.
Yeah, and even when Adele sings, she has her arm movements, the way she waves her arms when she sings. It just gets you really,
those
really
movements are important too.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, there's different kind of movements for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What about live performing? Do you enjoy doing that?
I love to perform live. I've been doing some recently with my band that I love to perform with. So yeah, I have been performing live. I love performing live. It's like a way to connect with everyone.
Do you ever get nervous still?
Not really, because I'm an extrovert, if you haven't noticed. I love being with a lot of people.
Yeah. And
yeah, I've gotten used to it, so...
You know what, though? There's some introverts that are very, very brilliant musicians and performers. It's like a light switch comes on when they get on stage. Off stage, they're introverts, and then they get on stage and they turn into extroverts.
There's so many people who are all shy and quiet when they're writing and inside, but when they go on stage, it's like an explosion.
Absolutely. There was a girl recently, I saw a video of her on, I think it was...
Oh, was it Courtney?
Yes.
Yeah, I was so surprised. I'm like, wow, she's talented.
Then she sang that Black Crow song and just went off. I mean, she just completely... She's amazing.
I was truly shocked out of myself.
Everybody was. That was incredible.
She's so quiet, and I'm like, yes, because that's inspiration to a lot of people.
Yep, and that's what we're talking about. She's an introvert off stage. Well, man, did she ever turn into an extrovert on stage? Wow.
I know.
So you know what's really important? Having natural supports, and I'm guessing just by talking to you, you have great parents, and I'm guessing you have great supports in your family.
My parents are like kind of the main reason why I am here today. Like, yeah, talent and like stuff like that, sure. Practice, sure. But like, you can't get this far without support. And I'm truly happy and I'm so thankful for the amazing people I live with.
You know, and it's so important to have that. So your mom and dad really encourage you to chase after this music dream?
They definitely encourage me. A lot of artists, they don't have a lot of support, and they have to do this all by themselves, and sometimes they have to back down because they don't have enough money or time or support. But I'm super lucky to have all of that. So I can't, oh my God, I can't be more thankful for this.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
So when you're feeling down and sad, because all of us have those moments, we're humans, we feel down and sad sometimes, what are some things you do to make you feel better? Do you listen to your favorite music? What do you do? Things like that.
Being sad, actually gives me a lot of inspiration. This is because your emotions are more they're just more, so you can write more. I love to write when I'm sad because you get inspired by that. But I also love to listen to music. I love listening to music. I like to read, and I love to spend time with my sister. She somehow always makes me happy and start laughing my head off.
Is she a big sister or a little sissy?
She's 20 months younger than me.
Wow, so y'all are pretty close, though. Pretty close.
Yeah.
So it's a really close bond you guys have.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrific. I love that. What about her? Did your sister sing at all, or does she have any kind of musical talents?
She's freakily flexible.
Wow.
She can bring her head in between her legs. And
there's something, I forgot what that's called, but there's a name for that where what is that? I forgot what it's called, but that's pretty cool, though. That's pretty cool.
I know, but the thing is, I just figured out how to touch my toes, and she can do all these freaky moves, and I'm just like sitting in the corner, be like, yes, okay, we get it, you're flexible.
That's great.
Yeah, but
all right.
she dances.
Oh, she does? That's good.
Yeah.
That's
so
good.
I sing, she dances. It's kind of like a, duet.
There you go. That's awesome. So what are some things that inspire you to write music? I mean, does it have to be? Is there any particular thing that really, that makes you say, I gotta go make, write this down and get the lyrics down to this? What are some things you see in your as you travel through life?
Well, everyday life in general, because there's so many opportunities out there to bring something important into people's minds through music, because music is very effective. So I believe I like to, just look outside, see what issues that can be solved and write about them, and try to bring them to life into the heads of my fans and listeners out there. So maybe start bringing more positivity into the world. I
do know it's such a solid point, because the world right now there's a lot of angry people out there. There's a lot of beautiful, wonderful people too. I always want to make sure I counter that, balance that right, because there's some beautiful. There's more beautiful people than there are the not so beautiful, ugly kinds. And I don't mean, when I say ugly, I don't mean physically. I mean just spiritually. They're just not very nice. And music is a medicine. I really believe that. I believe medicine makes people feel better, and so the music can act as a medicine.
Yeah, for example, the Beatles, they did so much good work.
Yes.
But, not only, their music, Prince, he actually held a concert, but it was actually a disguise for a charity event.
Oh, wow.
I know, and I'm actually thankful for this, because all these important people, they're giving their money to charity and the good of the world.
Prince was an amazing musician. He was just amazing. He was a wonderful songwriter.
Amazing.
He played a lot of instruments too. I mean, people don't realize he played, I think, 14 or 15 instruments.
Whoa.
Yep, he's an amazing talent. We lost him too soon.
That's what I appreciate.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so one more thing I got for you before I let you go, but I will let you talk about your social media before we go. But I do want to talk about your goals. I mean, I guess we're halfway through 2018. What are your goals for the rest of this year and going into 2019?
Just following my passion. I just want to do this. I want to put my head and soul into this thing. Singing makes me happy, and I just want to do that.
That's great. Look, I really enjoyed talking to you. You are just you're very intelligent, and you're kind, you're talented, you have a lot going for you, so I wish you nothing but the best going forward.
Thank you.
All right, so before I let you go, I want you to tell all the listeners out there where they can find you on social media, where they can get your music, the whole nine.
Well, everything about me is on my website, hitha.me, that's hitha.me. So all my social media links are in there.
Well, that is pretty awesome, and everybody out there needs to, that's listening to this, go get her stuff, support this young lady, because she's great.